Hello everyone. In this PPT, I'm going to talk about concept of nanomaterials. Now, what are nanomaterials? Nanomaterials are defined as engineered materials with at least one dimension in the range of 1 to 100 nanometers. Nano means dwarf. 1 nanometer is equal to 10 to the power minus 9 meter. How much small it is? You can imagine how much small size it is by watching the nano size slices of human hair. Now, what are the importance of nanoscale and how it is different from bulk materials? Nanoscale components have very high surface area, making them ideal for use in composite materials, reacting systems, drug delivery systems, and energy storage devices. You can see here bulk gold is yellow in color, as we know very well. Whereas nano gold of 25 nanometer size is reflected as red color, but as the size changes to 50 nanometer, it is reflected as green color. So because of variation in size, the color changes. Sometimes it also looks like pink color, depending on the size. Now, classification of nanomaterials based on dimension. It may be zero dimensional, it may be one dimension, it may be two dimensions, and also three dimensions. In zero dimension, the structure will be sphere or clusters. In one dimension, it will be wire or rods. In two dimensions, it will be thin film or plates. In 3D, it will be bulk materials. Now, what are quantum dot, quantum wire, and quantum well? If one length or one dimension of three-dimensional nanostructure is at nanoscale, this is called a quantum well. If two dimension is at nanoscale, it is called a quantum wire. If all the three dimension is at nanoscale, it is called a quantum dot. The quantum well will look like a flat surface, whereas quantum wire will look like as a rod, and the quantum dot looks like a dot, very small. The most well-known type of carbon nanomaterials are diamond, graphene, graphite, fullerenes, carbon nanomaterials. We can also divide them based on their dimensions. Like zero dimension is fullerene buckyball, hollow sphere. One dimension is carbon nanotube rod. Two dimension is a graphene layer. Three dimensions are graphite and diamonds. Now, as the size changes, their properties also changes. Now, what are the effects of nano size? Properties depend on size, composition, and structures. Nano size increases the surface area. It also changes the surface energy higher. It changes in the electronic properties. Also changes in optical band gap. It changes in electrical conductivity. And finally changes in thermal and mechanical stabilities. So because of size changes, all type of bulk properties changes, and it is particularly different from their bulk materials properties. Sometime the materials is non-conducting in bulk, but it converted into conducting in nano size. So it varies because of size variation, because of nano size. Now let us move on. Preparation of nanomaterials. So there are two basic approaches. The first one is top-down approach and the second one is bottom-up approach. As you can see in this picture, in top-down approach, it follows from bigger size to nano size. Means breaking the bigger size, small, and finally getting nano size. In bottom-up approach, we follow nano size, atom or molecule size towards nano size. So we can define both the approaches as top-down approach. This is a technique in which materials and devices are synthesized or constructed by removing existing material from larger entities. Therefore, in this technique, a large-scale object or pattern is gradually reduced in dimensions to nanoscale pattern. In bottom-up approach, this is a technique in which materials and devices are built up atom by atom. That is a technique to collect, consolidate, and fashion individual atoms and molecules into their structure. It is carried out by a sequence of chemical reactions controlled by a series of catalysts. So overall, in the whole PPT, we understood about nanoscales, their classification, nanowires, nanotubes, nanofilms, quantum dot, quantum wire, quantum wells, their classification based on dimensions, different types of carbon nanomaterials, and the effects of nano size, finally their preparation, their approaches. Thank you.